Welcome back to the table. Your host, Stevie J.
Bro, I love the boys. It's my favorite part.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Both Ends of the Table, where hot takes meet cold facts, and sometimes we get them backwards. We wrapped up week 5 in the NFL, and we've got a loaded slate. And boy, what a bizarre week it was. Mark Sanchez goes off the rails. The Jags take down the Chiefs. Jonathan Gannon loses it on the sidelines. And there's a new Joe Cool in Cincinnati. Boy, we got a lot to unpack, fellas. Joining me now is a lad hailing from the illustrious town of Pickleberry Flats. Population 42. The cows outnumber the people, and the national pastime is competitive snail racing. Give it up for The Loop.
What up?
And last but surely not least is another lad, a very handsome lad, who doesn't just bring opinions, he brings arguments we didn't even know we were having. Ladies and gentlemen, Cisco.
What's up?
How we doing, boys? How we doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Never better, brother. Never better.
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Loop, how was your weekend, man?
My weekend was good, bro. It was really good, actually. There was a lot that went on. I don't know. What was y'all Saturday like? Did y'all have the same Saturday as me? Did y'all see the fights?
No,
On
I
TikTok.
didn't.
I saw it on TikTok.
For real?
I had baseball, man. I was out at baseball
dude.
tournaments all day.
Oh, that's exciting too. But man, these fights were crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, and I couldn't stay up that late. I had to get back up early in the morning. We had to be back at the fields at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and they're an hour away from home. So
Oh
it's
my
like
goodness.
It's like 5:30 a.m. wake ups and out the door by 6 and on with your day. So yeah, what happened, man? How'd those fights go?
Dude, so exciting fights from the prelims to the early prelims. Everything was great, but like the main card fully delivered. There was, I think, what was it? Pfeiffer knocked out his opponent, and then Emmett got armbarred. What? 3-4 finishes out of 5? It was 4 out of 5 finishes of the main card.
Damn.
But dude, oh no, yep. Oh my god. Okay, so Yuri versus Roundtree, bro. Have you seen that? Have y'all seen that on?
I've been looking at the highlights of it, dude.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That fight was insane, bro. Because
Dude, I don't know how Roundtree was just standing there. Like,
he had no choice.
props to that guy for not going down, dude. He looked absolutely gassed.
Dude. So I didn't know who to go for. That's a tough match. If I had to bet, like I didn't want to bet because I didn't know, but I practiced a little bit of Muay Thai, so I was like, I'm gonna hold it down for my Muay Thai brother, Khalil Roundtree. He's gonna come through. First round, kind of slow, but you can tell he's setting the pace. He's trying to set traps. He's catching Yuri. He wins. Second round, he starts piecing him up, bro. He's piecing up Yuri, and Yuri's just taking everything he has to offer and still marching forward. Like, it's like it does not affect him. Like, it's just so weird. And then you can tell by, like, the end of the second round, Roundtree's starting to get tired because he's hitting this guy with everything he got. But he's still pressuring him. He's still pushing him back. So then in the third round, you could kind of see it already happening. As soon as Yuri starts pressuring and throwing those punches, Roundtree throws everything he got, and then he just like done. He was gassed, bro. He was gassed, and Yuri beat the snot out of him after that, bro. It was insane. It was insane, bro. Like, that fight had me. I was screaming, brother. screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it? You saw it on TikTok?
Nah, I just saw the co-main in Maine on TikTok.
The co-main was cool. I think the co-main was what everyone expected. I don't know if everyone expected 20 takedowns,
I was about to say,
but
dude.
for the most part, sheesh, bro, that's insane.
Yeah, I was about to say that many takedowns in one fight.
He was
Crazy.
he was like, what did he say? He goes, I needed 2 for the record or something like that, and I ended up beating the record and getting 100. Now I have 118 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think
what?
yeah, it was like first, second round, he reached that 100 and he was like at 7 takedowns and one. I was like, dang, already? And then he ends up with that. Like, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Typical Marab fight. I think we all saw that one coming.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then of course you
And then
got
the
the main.
main event.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chama!
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 Chama.
Ah! Bro.
Bro, you love it, dude. You love it, bro.
Dude.
It's so great. Like this is what you live for. Like this is what it's all about, bro. The fighters that can get you like that. Like
Yeah.
the natural character that's in him that he doesn't even have to try for. It's just him. That's
Bro,
what makes him so freaking special.
his stare downs are intense.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my
Intense.
gosh. How
Dude.
hard? How long do you think you can stare in his eyes like
Dude, I'd be
Before
just
you
constantly
break.
blinking. I'd just be
Half a
blinking.
second.
Yeah.
that?
Half a
Just constantly
second.
looking away.
Yeah, just
Oh
side
yeah,
eye.
bro. Bro, that's a warrior right there, bro. That is a straight up warrior, ready to go to war, like prepared to die in that fucking octagon with you, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's,
without a doubt.
Dude, like,
Man, that was so exciting.
Yeah.
But I called that one. That was the only fight that I got right of the night that I was like, this is what's gonna happen. So I guess the moral win because it's the only fight that matters. I told my uncle, I was like, dude, Ankalaev could not take him down the last fight. Pereira was gun shy. But now that he knows that Ankalaev can't take him down at will, he's just gonna march forward and he's gonna take him out. And that's exactly what happened. As soon as that bell rung, he went forward, put him on the back leg. Instead of using his lead inside kick to get that calf kick, he used his rear foot, his rear leg, because in the first fight, his front leg calf kick wasn't working that well. So he switched it this time, and he went rear leg calf kick to the inside. And it only took two. It only took 2 calf kicks for Ankalaev, to hurt him, to where he switched stance. He went back. He went to orthodox. And as soon as he went orthodox, that's when Pereira just took over. Right on top. Bam.
now, I guess to ask a question, do you think his supposedly Ankalaev's broken rib had anything to do with the result of the fight?
No.
I mean, because a broken rib is a broken rib, you know, supposedly.
Yeah, I mean, but with that, a regular rib or not, that punch was still gonna crack him.
Yeah, and
that
like
punch was inevitable. Like everything about it, like
it
feels like a whole. If he gassed out or something, we'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, he got tired or.
Yeah, because the fight didn't last that long, right?
Yeah.
No, it was like a minute, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, and like the stuff that I like to tell people too is, I don't know if you remember when Drew Brees played with a punctured lung, when his rib punctured his lung, he still played. So I'm like, if Drew Brees could play through that, I'm sure someone could fight with a broken rib like that, you know, a professional at least.
And I feel like the way that Alex Pereira was marching towards him, the way how fast the match ended or whatever. Like I felt like he was trying to make a statement on something, either on someone or on something. I don't know, but again, you follow sport more than I do, probably more than what Cisco does. So what's your take on that? What's your opinion? Like, do you feel like that was a statement that he was trying to make?
Yeah, because everyone was saying like it, because he's an older fighter. I think he's like 38 already.
38.
So
he's older for sure.
He's older, so it's like, is this gonna be the end of him? is Ankalaev just that much better than him to cancel out Pereira's striking? You have to be elite because Pereira's the most elite striking. So like, what was it? So he's coming back to answer those questions because he was saying he wasn't healthy going into that fight. He had Zion virus or some crazy virus. Not crazy, but he
No,
had
but yeah,
some
he was
virus
sick. Yeah, he
apparently,
was sick last time. Yeah.
some sickness before the fight, so he couldn't prepare right, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's just an excuse," and he's like, "No, like whatever, I'll show y'all this time, like I'll show y'all like I wasn't myself," and
Right.
so that's what.
Well,
Yeah, he went in with the intention to prove everyone that he's still here to dominate.
well,
Yeah,
and
like
and to stack on Steve's question, where do you think he goes from here? Does he fight in the light heavyweight, or because I also been seeing where Aspinall's been taking jabs at Pereira too. So does he move up?
Yeah, I think he moves up. He's been hinting at it all week long on the embeddeds, on everything. He's been hinting like this. I don't know how much longer I can make 205 pounds
Yeah.
because this guy's heavy, dude. He walks around like 240, 245.
I was
Well,
gonna say, yeah, he
I
walks
mean,
within
if
that
around
you,
way heavier.
within that day, he gained like 20 pounds,
yeah,
right? From the weigh-ins to the
yeah,
fight.
he fights at like 230,
Yeah.
like 231, to 230 to 235. He fights at like, bro, you're weighing in at 205 pounds. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's insane, dude.
Dude, a lot of these fighters,
Insane,
man.
brother.
A lot of these fighters are like that.
Yeah. But no, I see him going to heavyweight now. What fight? I don't know because it just depends. I could see possibly doing the John Jones at the White House if everything goes right in a perfect world. But I'm not too sure because Aspinall and the Cyril Gane fight in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll want to match him with the winner between them or what the UFC, because Dana really didn't seem too fond about it. Dana's really, during the
Well,
press conference, at least everyone asked him and he's kind of like, I'm not too sure, we'll see.
well, I mean, like realistically, can Aspinall go down to 205? Like
Aspinall,
so
no,
so so
Aspinall's,
if they were to fight,
It looks
then
way too big to do that,
yeah.
right?
yeah, Aspinall, I think he just put on his Instagram, he posted he's the most leanest heavyweight in the UFC. I think he was like 11% body fat at 260, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's not really if it were to be against Pereira, that it wouldn't be no incentive to him to win a championship for a light heavyweight if he can't fight in the light heavyweight division, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but with Pereira comes the name, the legacy now. Like, oh, Pereira's one of the greatest in the sports, and you beat one of the greatest. So now his name looks that much better for having Alex on his resume.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't see
Because
like
who wouldn't want? You don't see what?
no, like if let's say they were to fight and Aspinall wins, like then what? Did you just vacate that light heavyweight title because he can't go down to that weight? You know? Like it just
I
doesn't
think
make like
he
sense.
probably retire at that point. I
Aspinall?
think Pereira retires if he loses.
Well, no,
Oh,
I'm saying
Aspinall? No,
yeah,
no.
yeah. I'm saying
Well, he can't take the
if
light heavyweight
well, that's what I'm saying. Like if they were to fight Aspinall and Pereira,
though.
Pereira has the light heavyweight, right? And they fight. Say Aspinall wins, he gets both belts, but he can't drop down to that light heavyweight division. So he just vacates that belt. Like it wouldn't make sense. Just to fight to win that belt.
Yeah, I
Just
mean he don't get the belt though.
the light
They're
heavyweight.
fighting for his. They're
Oh,
fighting for
true,
his
true,
heavyweight.
true. They'd be
No, he
fighting
don't get
heavyweight.
the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah, true,
They
true,
fight for
true.
the
Yeah,
heavyweight
because
belt.
Yeah,
Alex would have
Yeah.
to go up.
yeah,
Alex
true,
would have to go up.
true. My
Yeah.
And
fault.
right
My
now
fault.
the UFC's making fighters vacate their belts now if they want to move up. So Alex will have to vacate his light heavyweight title
Oh,
to go
dang!
to challenge for the heavyweight
I didn't,
title.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro.
Dang.
They made Islam vacate his belt, so he's
That's
gonna
right.
fight JDM. for the welterweight, and then they made Ilia Topuria vacate his featherweight belt so he could fight Charles for the lightweight.
That's right. Yeah.
Like
Wow.
they're
They
trying to
don't
get
want
rid
no
of
more
this whole
Conor
double champ.
McGregors.
The
Yeah, they
double
don't
Yeah.
want no more
champ does what
Conor
the fuck he
McGregors, dog.
wants.
It's
I
too
like to
much
take the
violence,
time
bro.
to apologize
It's
to
too much
absolutely
violence.
nobody.
The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
Yeah. This is too
Yeah.
too much violence going on in that boy's life right now, dude.
Yeah.
But speaking of violence, Mark Sanchez was in Indianapolis over the weekend, set to call the Colts and Raiders game. And according to reports, Sanchez was involved in an altercation with the 69-year-old truck driver over a parking dispute, one that turned violent. Both men were hospitalized, with witnesses saying that Sanchez was the aggressor. He was later arrested and charged with 3 misdemeanors, including battery with an injury and public intoxication. And now he faces jail time and a civil lawsuit. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are y'all's thoughts on that whole situation, dude? Isn't that crazy?
Bro, like you gotta know when to chill, you know, like you gotta know when to handle stuff. Like,
Well, the whole thing was apparently about the way that the guy was parking or where he parked.
well, he was like a garbage truck driver, right? He was blocking the alley or
He was
something
a
like
grease
that.
truck. He was a grease
Or
trucker.
grease truck
He was a grease
driver.
trucker.
Yeah, and he was blocking the alley, and Mark Sanchez didn't like that he was blocking the alley.
Like, bro, get the fuck over yourself. Move
Yeah.
on. You know, like get the hell
Yeah.
out of here. What are
Like-
you even doing?
I just don't
I'll tell you
understand
what.
drinking anymore, bro. I'm telling you, I'm just so against drinking. That's why I don't drink anymore, because you do dumb shit like that.
I mean, do you though?
You just gotta know when to control yourself.
You do stuff like that, bro? You go and
Yeah.
you go and
Bro,
damn near
you-
kill somebody when you
You
drink?
get ballsy when you're drunk, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, bro. Did you see that old man? The laceration on his cheek?
Dude, that was bad.
They said that
He beat the
his
fuck out of him,
cheek
dude.
they said that his cheek had a hole in it, like
Yeah.
it went through his mouth.
Well, I wonder if like Mark Sanchez used something, or if he was just like punching him or something, you know?
Dude, I don't know, man, but I mean, bro, like
It looked
that.
bad. It looked bad.
When I saw that old man's picture, I was like, dude, how is this not attempted murder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
it should be.
I thought I saw something saying he was gonna face felony charges.
Well, yeah, he's gonna face felony charges because I mean, dude, look at the old man, dude. Like, bro, come on, dude. It's
yeah,
it's
he
just
was-
it's uncalled for, man. I mean, and then so he got into the dude's truck. That's what's
Yeah.
even more bizarre. He got into the dude's truck and I guess started beating him up that way. You
Yeah.
know, here's what pissed me off though. Here's what pissed me off. Okay. Is I forget what day it was on, but I'm just chilling, right? My phone beeps. I look down at my phone, ESPN. Oh, Mark Sanchez was stabbed, you know, over the weekend or whatever. He was just stabbed and he's being transported to a hospital. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. I thought he got like
I'm
robbed
like,
or something.
I was like, oh dude, somebody like straight up like jacked his ass, you know,
Yeah.
like ambushed
Yeah,
him, stabbed.
that's
I
what
mean,
I
because
thought.
that's how
I thought he got
ESPN
robbed.
kind of made it sound, like the way the report came out. So immediately I start like Googling this, like what the hell happened to Mark Sanchez or whatever. And bro, like within seconds, it was like, no, Mark Sanchez was the aggressor. He was the bad guy. He was this, he was that. Police are going to arrest him. He just doesn't know it yet. And I'm like, why the hell would ESPN report it like as if he was the victim here?
They got to protect their own.
And then later on,
Yeah,
they
they
came
gotta look
out.
after their
and-
guy.
Yeah, no, dude. You shouldn't even I don't know. I just didn't like that, you know. And then the same thing with the Kyron Lacey situation. You guys know about that, right?
Yeah, about because he killed himself, right? He committed suicide, and it wasn't
Yeah.
even his fault because they were blaming him. They were trying to avoid him, and he was like 80 yards away or like 75 and something yards
Yeah.
away.
I
Yeah,
mean, you look at the
crazy.
accident itself, it looked like somebody was trying to turn
Yeah,
and somebody just ran into them.
Yeah, and then
you
he
know.
comes all late afterwards.
And Lacey was like way late to the party after
Yeah.
that. Like, are you serious, bro? And then just the way that like originally they weren't calling it, they weren't talking about it, they weren't updating nobody on it. And I believe
Yeah.
it was Pat McAfee that talked about it first. He talked about it on his show, but I want to say he did it on his YouTube channel. I think he was off the air with ESPN at that point. And I think he was just straight live on YouTube when he talked when him and the crew talked about it. And it wasn't until after that when obviously there was um an overwhelming amount of audience that was obviously chiming in saying like, hey, thanks Pat for saying that. Like that's much appreciated because it was wrong the way that they were playing this guy out to be. It wasn't until after that that later on Ryan Clark, I think it was either Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football, he came out on the air. I think it was Monday Night Football, and he was talking about it or whatever, saying that I want to make sure that we talk about this because this guy is important and yada yada yada. Of course, Ryan Clark is an LSU alumni, so
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I don't know how long, like, or how far they got into like the case and all that, but like, how did that video footage not resurface sooner? Like, did lawyers not dig into that to find it? Like to find it innocence and like,
bro, all I know is that there's a lot of people that are saying the same exact thing that you're asked. They're asking the same thing that you're asking, Cisco.
yeah, I mean, it's like that makes no sense. The guy like killed himself. Like
Right.
it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, ruined his whole career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
He was scheduled to get drafted, didn't get drafted because of this whole pending allegation. And turns out that he wasn't even in the wrong the whole time.
yeah, that's crazy. It's
Like
like
it
it's like
just sucks, man.
Fuck.
And it's funny because I forgot who I was talking to this about, but it's like nowadays you're guilty until proven innocent instead of innocent until proven guilty. It's like backwards now. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. And what's funny, Cisco, is that me and Lupe, right, when we first started doing this whole gig, we talked about that, like with some of these young rising stars, because you got Judkins, the running back from the Browns, Isaiah Bond, both of those kids. I mean, they were just both recently involved in some issues with some females. The girlfriend of Judkins was claiming that he punched her and hit her in public, and it derailed his draft stock a little bit, or not his draft stock, but him being able to sign with the Browns.
Yeah.
Um, until until the pending allegations came to light, bro. The police officers and everything, they went and looked at tape and footage at the airport.
Nothing.
Nothing. He didn't hit her. He didn't touch her. He didn't do nothing. They're perfectly civil. She had a whole week to say something about it and report it to the cops. She didn't. And then she lied to the cops saying that she didn't have enough time. So they went back and traced cameras and found that she had plenty of time to go do it. Crazy. Then Isaiah Bond had an issue with some girl that he met up in Dallas. And that girl basically
You
went
tell
out
me?
with him, basically went out with him and got a hotel with him, did the thing. And then basically right afterwards, when she's leaving, was like, "Oh, by the way, you owe me $5,000. And if you don't pay, then I'm gonna go fucking report you, saying that, you did this against my will," type of thing.
Dang, you R word me, huh?
And then it turned out that that was false too. So and now Isaiah Bond, he went completely undrafted, and now he signed with the Browns, and he made his, I want to say he made his season debut this past weekend.
Dude, I mean, but there should definitely, and I don't know if there was or wasn't, but there should definitely be like repercussions for that.
Oh, there should be, hands down.
Because that's you're messing with someone's livelihood.
Well, look at the whole Trevor Bauer situation.
Yeah.
That is the one of the biggest storylines right there ever, like the biggest examples.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, stuff like that has consequences with the other person. Like I said, it messes with their
Hmm.
livelihood and like it messes them up for life. Because now that's attached to their name and it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, speaking of being attached to their name,
There should be punishment for the wolf.
For the wolf.
No, for the boy who cried wolf.
Hmm. Well, speaking of the one who cried wolf, the Jaguars beat the Chiefs, brother. And I don't know if you saw Chris Jonesy, but he was a little weeping. You know, that boy was crying. But the Jags take down the Chiefs, bro. 28-31 on Monday Night Football. Trevor Lawrence came up with that go-ahead touchdown where he fell 3 times and was still able to get up and run it for the touchdown. That very same play that Chris Jones stood there like a statue, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The Jags are now 4-1. They're tied for first in the AFC South. And gentlemen, are the Jags for real? That's
Luke?
the question right now. Are the Jags for real?
That's you, Luke.
I think it's too soon. I think it's too soon. Too soon to say. I don't know. The Chiefs to me haven't been firing at all cylinders. I don't really think the Chiefs are the same Chiefs. They are, but they aren't. I would say they're pretty inconsistent. Solid win. I'm not taking anything from them. Nothing at all. But I mean, they beat the Panthers. They beat the Texans. They lost to the Bengals. They did beat the 49ers, who are in my top 5. We'll get to that later. But I just think it's too soon, especially with this year. There's just so much going on this year. It's just like a weird season, dude. It's a very weird season. I count one team out, and then they show up that week, you know, and then I'm like, oh, this team is about to show up and do this and do that, and then they crap the bed. So right now, I don't know what to think, but all I can say is I think it's too soon for them.
Well, I think the next 2 games will definitely decide whether they are for or not. Coming up, they play the Seahawks next, which they have an amazing defense, and then they play the Rams right after, which you know how that goes. So I think the next 2 games will definitely decide if they're for real or not. You know, and I mean things. Beating the Chiefs, I think things went their way for them that game. How long will that last? You know. Because just like Loop said, they beat the 49ers, they beat the Texans, and they beat the Panthers. You know, so
right.
I mean,
see, and I'm with you on that. I think they are for real. Right? I think they are for real, but I do think that their true test is going to come up against the Rams.
yeah,
But going into that game, they were already leading the league in interceptions.
yeah,
So the defense has been pretty stout. They've been leading the league in interceptions. But my thing is, you know, especially with this whole Chiefs game, it was very dependent on what version of Trevor Lawrence they were going to get. You know what I mean? Because that to me he's the end all be all. It all falls back on him. You know what I mean? Because he can be great, but he can also be very bad at times too. And so, you know, it's like, are we going to get the Trevor Lawrence from the last 2 seasons, or are we going to get like the Trevor Lawrence when he took down the Chargers in that AFC game where they were down 27-0 or whatever, came back and won?
yeah.
You know, are we going to get that version of Trevor Lawrence? If we can at least get that version of Trevor Lawrence 80% of the time every single week, they're for real. You know what I mean? But man, that defense, boy, is just lights out, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
they're playing.
They're playing very, very well.
Yeah.
And I know you want to kind of discredit them for losing against the Bengals, but with all due respect to them, right? Joe Burrow goes down. They have Jake Browning come in. They were not game planned for Jake Browning. And it's pretty obvious that, considering that was the only win that Jake Browning has for the season, was a season where no one had any tape planned on his ass. You know what I mean? That just goes to show you right there just how much of a difference game planning for a quarterback can make.
I mean, but Browning did throw 3 interceptions that game too.
True.
So I mean, I mean, I just think the game so far, they haven't proven themselves to be the true definition of if the Jags are real or not. Like you said, I think the
Well,
next two are for sure.
yeah, the next two for
But
sure. But
but I
let's look
think
at the other side.
think they are trying
So
because
let's look at it from both ends of the table, though, real quick. So what does the loss mean for the Chiefs now that they're 2-3 on the season? They got the Lions, the Commanders, and the Bills in the next 3 out of the 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So like this should have been your gimme win, in my opinion. That could have made you 3-2.
Oh yeah, they needed this game for their momentum
Right.
yeah.
to go into these coming games. Because yeah, this
When was the
Lions
last
one.
time you can think the Jags beat the Chiefs?
I think he said it was the first time that they beat them since like 2016, something like that, which is before Patrick Mahomes. That would have been Alex Smith.
Sheesh.
But I mean,
Whoo, Alex Smith days.
Go ahead,
Damn, with
Cisco.
Jamal
Go
Charles.
ahead.
no, I was gonna say like I mean with this game coming up against the Lions, like I don't know how they're gonna fare. I mean, they obviously just lost to the Jags, so their confidence is gonna be down. And then going like that into the Lions game. I mean, granted they are playing at home, but still, I mean it's still the Lions.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they have the Raiders mixed in there. I want to say they play.
The Lions,
Uh,
Raiders, Commanders, and Bills.
yeah, so it's Lions and then the Raiders. So the Lions, like, dude, that's going to be a tough. That's if they win that game, it's going to be a very tough win. They're going to
Yeah.
need as much help as they possibly can. But if they
Well,
continue to make the same mistakes on special teams like they were making against the Jags, like it's going to be a long season for them, dude.
I
You
mean,
know?
because even after the Bills, they have the Broncos and the Colts right after that, back to back.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
mean, they got to get their head out of their ass for sure. I mean, what week are we going on? 6, right? Or 5? 6.
Yeah. This will be week 6 coming up.
When does Rice come
6.
back?
So he's 6. He has a 6-game suspension, so he'll be
So
back after the Lions.
weeks, yeah. Dang, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they pick it up when he comes back, but they definitely need to step it up now because their confidence and it's rolling down
Yeah,
fast.
but at the same time, right? I keep hearing everybody make excuses for the Chiefs, saying like, "Oh, well, they don't have any weapons." But we're gonna, sit here and act like you don't have Isaiah Pacheco, like you don't have Kareem Hunt, like you don't have Travis Kelsey, like you don't have Rasheed Rice, like you don't have Xavier Worthy. Like, dude, you have weapons on every single side of that football that you can possibly think of, and
Hollywood
you're gonna
Brown.
sit here and get Hollywood Brown. I didn't even mention Hollywood Brown. Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro. Like you. Well, I said Rasheed Rice, but that's my bad. I made a mistake there. He's suspended, but still, you're gonna sit there and act like you don't have weapons all over the place. But I'm sick and tired of everybody making excuses for them, saying, "Oh, well, because um, they never had anyone, or they haven't had the full roster play together since they've been together." Right? Because between Rasheed Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Travis Kelsey, between those three, they've never played in a single game, all three of them together at once. Not yet.
yeah, not yet.
So my thing is that you got to stop making excuses for them at some point.
Yeah,
Because when
Well,
you had
yeah. Look
Tyreek
at the
Hill, all you
49ers.
had when you had Tyreek Hill, all you had was Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey. And yet and you still figured out a way to make it happen. Now you have even more weapons, not to mention you still got Juju,
yeah,
and people are still making excuses for them. So it's like, no, man, I'm sorry, bro. Like they're just ass this year. They've been ass since last year. They were just lucking out getting all these one score wins. They even said it last season. They're 11-0 on these one score games. This season they're 0-3.
yeah,
I think now this makes them 0-4, right? And everyone kept saying it at some point. Everyone kept saying it last season. At some point, that luck is going to run out.
yeah. Just ran out, boys.
And it ran out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, coming. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it with these games coming up. Because I mean, I definitely don't see them taking the Lions, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
I I just don't see them beating the Lions. I mean, they're maybe taking the Raiders, maybe the Commanders, maybe that's a big maybe. But yeah, it's they definitely got to turn ship around for sure. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's they're not living up to their expectation. That's and that's a buck.
Yeah, 100%. And oh boy, Roger, the Chiefs have a weak left side of the offensive line since last year, which I totally agree. Joe Tooney was one of those guys, but don't forget that number 74, the right tackle. How many times did that dude false start last year that never got called? And that was another thing that you're starting to see this year too, is you're starting to see that these flags, these penalties, now they're finally not going the Kansas City way.
Yeah,
You know, the pass interference call late in the end zone right there with Brian Thomas Jr., right? Last year, that would have never been called against the
yeah,
Chiefs. It would have never been called.
yeah.
So you're starting to see the tide kind of shift.
Well, they're definitely still getting some because that was definitely a pick play in that end zone.
Yeah. Well, see, and
That
that just
was
goes back to the what version of Trevor are we getting? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
dude. I mean, and then it's funny because him falling 3 times on that last play, crazy.
dude, bro, when I saw the post game press conference, right? The lady, I forget, it was Laura Rutledge or whoever it was, and she was like, "Trevor, what was going through your mind as soon as you fell down?" And he's all sheer panic. I was like, bro, my
Dude,
chest was beating for you,
yeah,
bro. My
dude.
chest was beating for you.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, and then
I
I
was
see
like,
him
brother, you're
stumble
playing
again.
for America right now. You're
Yeah,
playing for America, baby. Like, you got to take this win.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
falling like that. But and then I don't know if y'all noticed whenever the Chiefs got the possession on the last possession, they changed the clock 3 times.
Oh, you mentioned that.
You
Three
mentioned that.
times.
They added more time on the clock.
3 times, 3 different times. I was
Mhm.
like, bro, like you can't make it more obvious. Like, jeez,
Yeah.
man.
I
It's
saw
like
the
it's
one when it was nine
crazy.
seconds and they put it to 10. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Dude,
gonna
they
say
did it three
nothing.
times. That was
Whatever,
crazy.
bro.
Like, just take the L already, dude.
Yeah.
Heck no. But what I got on the next one.
Yeah, well, so we'll keep it going, man. So Jonathan Gannon, uh man, the Cardinals had a 15-point lead going into the fourth quarter against the Titans. And then the running back, Amari DeMarcado, he breaks loose for a 72-yard touchdown, or so we thought. Because replay showed that he dropped the ball inches before the goal line. The run would have given them a 28-6 lead in the fourth. The Titans they went on to score 16 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to get their first win of the season. And here's the crazy part is that just last week, Adonai Mitchell had the same exact thing happen to him. Running into the end zone, decides to celebrate early, puts his hand out, loses control of the football, winds up in a touchback, bro. And so you hate to see it because it's like one of the dumbest mistakes that a player can make. But yet it happens every single year.
All the
But
time.
then but then later on in the shortly after that or whatever, the head coach Jonathan Gannon, he was caught on the sideline yelling at Amari and give him a little shove on the chest, if you know what I'm saying. Which that didn't kind of sit right with a lot of people, man. So I mean, I'm sure you guys all seen it, but I mean, what do you guys think? Was he out of line with how he handled that? Do you think that that's fair? Or do you think that that was foul?
I think it's all fair. I think it's all game. I don't know, Luke.
All right, Luke,
I,
what you
I,
think?
I'm in between. I'm in between, and the reason why I say I'm in between is because it looks like he thought about it before he threw it, and it wasn't like just like one fluid motion. It looked like he was about to walk away, but right before he walked away, he was like, you know what, fuck this motherfucker, you know, like. If he would have just like been arguing with him and then like, what the fuck is your problem? He's hitting him on the chest while he's arguing with him. Like, that's cool and all. But the fact that he was like trying to walk away and then he like hesitated and then threw that, like, it's like, oh no, bro, you thought about it. Like,
Nah, so I don't get that same feeling. I thought it was fair. I'm with Cisco on this one. I think it was fair because if you look at it, right, he didn't hit him with force.
No, yeah, it was a little.
And he hits him right in his chest.
Yeah.
Right. And it's more like come on, man, like let's go.
Yeah.
It's no different than like when you slap someone on their ass.
Yeah, or
you know what I mean?
Hit helmet.
Or like when they tap helmets or whatever, right? But he hits him right on his chest, and it's like, come on, man, you got to be better. Like that's what it seemed like he was doing.
Do you have it? Do you have the footage? Can you pull it up?
Man, I do, but
didn't I send it to you?
You did, but I didn't cut it out, so I don't know. Let me see here.
Oh, yeah, show's over, guys. We're ending it live, guys. We're ending it live. Thank y'all for watching.
Hour and a half.
We'll see y'all later.
Shut y'all's ass, bro. Y'all make it sound like this shit's easy. Oh, you see that? Look how fast I got that footage for y'all. Shut up.
I don't think he hesitated. See? Like he did it with they did it emotion.
Like there's no force behind that hit. There's
no like force behind that. Walking away and then fucking throw. Whoa, he swings, bro.
Nah.
Like let's go, boom. Like let's go
on the walk away,
bro. You know how much bigger Demacaro probably is compared to Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah,
like come on,
that phased him.
I know you've seen a professional athlete up close.
I mean,
these
but
motherfuckers are huge. They're
even
huge.
If you look at it,
don't matter, though.
Even if you look at it, he doesn't react afterwards. So that tells you it wasn't anything. It. Yeah, it wasn't anything like out of line or
that's what I said. I'm 50-50 on it. Like I'm for it. Like I'm for it. Like I don't care. It's football. Like be physical, be violent. But to me, it just looked like there was too much thought behind it at first when I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, dude, like I'm all for it because again, it's the NFL, right? You're grown ass men, and that's what they do, bro. They hold each other accountable. You know what I mean? It's a real man sport, and if you don't like it, then don't watch it.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
You want to hear an extreme punishment to something like that?
What?
So I can tell the story because my dad is no longer with us anymore, so he can't get in trouble for it. But when he was my coach. When he was my coach and I fumbled the football in CCYFL and Pop Warner, he would, the next day at practice, I would have to stand there with the ball in my hand, one arm behind my back, and everyone would line up and tackle me.
Oh.
And if I dropped the ball, then it would start over again. Until I got through everyone on the team. And without dropping the ball.
But essentially they do something like that in the NFL too. I mean, you just don't see it because it happens at practice.
Yeah.
No, they don't do shit like that.
Not that you see.
No,
not that you see, bro. Not that you see. Like that. Dude, what you got to understand though, man, like again, you have to understand the context of what that touchdown would have meant, right? You would have gone up.
It was a morale killer.
You would have gone up by 3 scores. You would have made the game unreachable at that point. It would have been a wrap. It would have been an absolute wrap. But instead, and this just goes back to show you. This goes to show you just how much momentum matters in a game like that.
Yeah,
that completely shifted the momentum of the game, and which ultimately led them to lose it. And the crappy part, man, is like, dude, you're playing. That ball is literally like your life right there. That's your livelihood, man. Like that you're not only carrying that ball for yourself, you're carrying it for a lot of other people. Because think about it, man. Like if they win that game, Jonathan Gannon is looked at like a total different coach. Now he's looked at like a crappy coach, and he's like looked at even worse. He looks like even worse of a coach with the whole hit on the sideline. But it's like And he later came out and apologized for it and was like, hey, like, you know what? I screwed up.
Hmm.
I shouldn't have done that. He said that he addressed it in front of the whole team, which I thought was really cool. But at the same time, you know that deep down in that locker room that these boys understand that DeMarcado really deserved what he got
Yeah.
coming to him.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, absolutely.
every single player wanted to do the same shit to them in that moment too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
100%.
Every single
Yeah,
player wanted him to hit him harder.
Absolutely. Yeah, they all wanted to, hey, just like how your dad used to make you do, they all wanted to line up and get their own
Yep.
shot at his ass. Like, bro,
Yeah,
are
dude.
you that fucking stupid? Like, you literally dropped the fucking football inches before the goal line? Like, come on, man.
Dude,
Oh my
I
god.
don't know how that's still
That's
a
the
thing
most
with
frustrating
pros.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know how that's still a thing with
Right?
pros, dude.
How?
It drives me nuts, bro, when I see it because I'm just like, never mind. I
Dude,
don't play the game, so none of us play the game. So it is what it
well,
is. We'll never
the
know. But
the only thing that I could really compare it to, because I mean, I played basketball, is like
It's
I
the
don't get how people
non-player in us.
I don't get how people can miss free throws.
it's the non-player in us. Absolutely. Hey,
Uh,
hey, but real quick, you know who else is going nuts?
How quick?
You know who else is going nuts?
Peanuts,
Jets fans.
Simon Theodore. Oh.
Jets fans.
Jets, dude.
Yep.
That I
Why?
mean,
They're the
that's
they're the
I don't think
only they're
I
the
don't think they're
only
going nuts.
0-win team left in the NFL after week 5.
I don't think they're
Ten,
going nuts. Though.
Tennessee and New Orleans both get their first wins of the season. The New York Jets, bro, they came into the season with the 7th easiest schedule according to ESPN. And somehow they've managed to make it look like the hardest. Sitting at 0-5 with no signs of life, the only team that they're even favored to beat against this year is the Carolina Panthers. So here's the question. Are we really looking at a team that can go winless this year?
I don't think they're gonna go winless. I don't think so.
Who do you think they're going to beat?
Let's see.
The only team they can be is the Panthers.
That's the only team they're favored to win against is the
I mean, the
Panthers.
Browns.
Brother.
Yeah, but Shador about to start.
We
Brother.
we don't know that yet.
Hey, we'll get
Yeah,
into
we
that
do.
later.
Yeah.
We'll get
Well,
into that later.
And they have the Dolphins on the schedule too. So
Oh!
Hey, well, the Dolphins just beat them though.
well, I know,
So
but
shit.
but they still got them. They still got them
no.
again.
Mm-mm.
And then the Saints, but
Oh yeah, that's true.
The
They
Saints
can
are
beat the
coming
Saints.
alive,
They can
dog.
definitely beat the Saints.
The Saints are coming alive.
I don't think they'll be winless.
They're
But
coming alive, baby.
I do think at this point it's just better for them to just call it quits and tank. So I mean,
Yeah.
if that means to go winless, then by all means.
I don't know, man.
The Jets are like the Marines, the few, the proud.
See, I mean, so who else is different on the team besides obviously Devontae Adams leaving and Aaron Rodgers leaving for Justin Fields? Who else is different on that team? And of course, besides the coach, Aaron Glenn. But
I mean, there's really no difference in the
Who they
team.
got? Edwards, right?
No, I mean, there's really no difference in the team. I mean, they have the same receiver core, they have the same running back core, they have the same defensive core. And it's really not that they're scrubs. They're really not scrubs by any stretch. It's just that they just haven't been. I mean, they just haven't been able to put some of the win. I mean, look at the Steelers game. The Steelers game, it was a coin flip away. You know what I mean? That could have gone either way. So I mean, they've been in some of the close games, but then.
Well, did they even compete with Tampa Bay?
But at the same time, here's the, I did some research with this this particular thing here. And here's what's interesting, right? So if you look at the Jets defense, they're ranked 22nd. But the reality is that many of their points have been generated in garbage time. If you really think about it, outside of the Steelers game, in the first 3 quarters of this season, the offense is ranked 30th in expected points added, and the defense is ranked 32nd in EPA allowed. The only team that's
Oh
worse than them
gosh.
in the statistical categories are the Bengals.
Cowboys.
So, and then take a look at Justin Fields, right? So, when Justin Fields is trailing by multiple scores in the fourth quarter, he's 24 for 36, has 225 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 turnovers, and 1 sack that costed him 9 yards. Every other situation that dude's involved in, it's 47 for 70, 529 passing, 4 touchdowns, 2 turnovers, 9 sacks. That's costed him 84 yards.
So he's only a crunch time player when it
Correct.
matters.
Right. So
But
they
it
basically
but it always
like
matters. It's just the thing.
all their stats have really been a lot of their stats have been padded towards the end when it's just garbage time. So on paper,
Yeah.
right, at the end of the game on paper, it looks like they're doing okay.
But
But
it's
the reality is that if you take into context when the game matters
yeah.
versus when the other team has already said, you know what, we got y'all, it's
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah. But do you think it's from a coaching perspective? Do you think it's the coaches or do you think it's him?
No, I mean, it's just, dude, like, honestly, bro, like, I don't think anybody expected Aaron Glenn to go in there and, just have something magical happen overnight. You look at MCDC over in Detroit, right? He started off 0-10 before
That's
getting his
true.
first. He was 0-10-1 before getting his first win, right? And everyone was super excited when he got that first win, and it's like that's all they needed. All they needed was just that one win to show themselves, to prove themselves like, hey, we're capable of winning in this league. And then from that point on, they just went on this insane stretch. I think that same season, they eliminated the Packers from the playoffs. They didn't even have any business being in that
Yeah.
game. It was a trash game for Detroit, but Green Bay
Yeah.
needed it to go to the playoffs, and they sent Aaron Rodgers packing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep. I
I
remember that.
remember
And
that year.
I felt like for them too, like that was another statement game. Like, hey, you know what? Let's prove this to ourselves that we can win this game because this game matters to somebody. So let's make it matter to us and let's see if we can go out and do this. And they went out and did it, man. They eliminated the Packers from the playoffs. And then again, we all know how the rest is history from there. Look at how dominant they've been since. And so I think it's just going to take some time for Aaron Glenn to incorporate like his culture of what he wants and what he expects out of his players. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, because I think they definitely have a
Yeah.
talented team where they can win ball games. It's just
Yeah,
putting the pieces together.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Because
well,
it's
and speaking of talented teams, let's uh let's speak about another talented team who really hasn't been doing so well, and that'd be the Bengals. Because I don't know if y'all heard about this recently, man, but that boy Joey,
yep.
that boy Joey,
Oh
dog.
Joe.
Old
Oh Joe.
Joe.
What's the point of that? That's crazy, bro.
Well,
That is
so
crazy. That's
so here's the point, man. Jake Browning has been everything but impressive since taking over for the Bengals offense while Joe Burrow deals with his turf toe.
They wanted Joe. They
So
got Joe.
word in the locker room was that the players went to the front office and they said, hey, we want Joe. So the front office listened and they went out and got one. Just not the Joe that they expected. Because Joe Flacco was the one that they got traded to the Bengals for what sources are calling a bag of chips, some dip, and maybe they threw in a handshake. I don't know. There may have been a handshake. With the Bengals dropping 3 straight, they're desperate to stay alive in the wide open AFC. So the question is can Joe Flacco turn back the clock and lead a playoff push? Or is this just another sad chapter in the book of life without Burrow?
It's a sad chapter.
Bro, this is
Because
terrible,
chapter.
bro.
because the reality is they still have that O line. That's the reason why Joe Burrow keeps getting hurt.
A terrible O line.
It's because of that O line, and then just putting an older guy behind it is gonna. I think it's just gonna be worse.
That's
Dude.
attempted murder, bro.
Yes.
That's what everyone was saying, bro. They're like, dude, can you imagine, bro? Like, this O line is so bad. They're gonna, like, Flacco's out here literally like fixing to get killed. I'm like,
That's
oh,
Trying to send him to the
scary, bro.
nursing home already, dude.
dude, poor guy,
It's been
man.
breaking my heart. It's been breaking my heart because I've been on TikTok seeing the videos of a Joe Burrow getting injured, and then like it kind of like fades away into Andrew Luck and his career and how it ended, and it's almost like the same parallel. You got a fucking one of the most talented players, one of the most generational players that could come out in a while, and you know they're just getting hit and beat up, and it's just gonna shorten their career. It's not gonna last. It's just sad to see.
I mean, I do think it will be interesting to see though, because I mean, Flacco hasn't had those weapons like a Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Gasecki, so it'll definitely be interesting to see how he fares with these weapons that he's going to be throwing to for
Yeah.
the time being, at least.
I mean, who knows? So, I mean, you think about it, right? Because there is a chance that Joe Burrow comes back towards the end of the season. And so I think
Yeah.
that this move was just hey, hold it down for me as much as you can type of move, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's just see what this guy can do. What's the worst that can happen? We've already gone down 3 straight, but if this guy can provide any sort of offensive firepower to our team and can propel us to a few wins where we can stay in this, because the division that they're in is still wide open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a clear-cut case. So there's still a chance. And then to know the fact that Burrow can still come back at the end of the season by the time they make the playoffs, that's all they're trying to do, is they're just trying to figure it out. But I was on the phone with Cisco. We were talking about this, and
Yeah.
what do you think that says about Russell Wilson? Just think about that for a second, right?
About why he didn't get picked up?
Yeah, just think about that. The Bengals could have went out and got any backup quarterback that they could find. The Giants clearly have no desire to start Russell Wilson the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So that means that he could easily be on the trading block, right? Like that, to me, I just felt like that spoke volumes, because Russell Wilson's a lot younger, or at least a little bit younger than Joe Flacco. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
for me, I'm like, dude, I mean, I know you've heard of all the reports that have come out about Russell Wilson with his character and the way that he goes about his lack of leadership and all that shit. Like, man.
Yeah. Well, and then
they
I
chose
saw
this aging quarterback,
That's
this
sad.
grandpa, over you.
Well, like you said, they got him for a bag of chips and a handshake or something like that. You really gonna pay money for Wilson?
Wilson doesn't even have that big of a contract, though.
Yeah, I mean, getting benched to a rookie is, I mean, if he had stock, they went down after that, 100%.
Yeah, whatever draft stock he did have. I mean, granted, again, I mean, they wouldn't have had to trade him for shit anyway, but still, I think Russell Wilson's contract is only like $10 million. $8 million of, and it was like an $18 million contract, but only 10 was guaranteed. The other 8 had to been gone off of incentives. Bro,
and what do you think Flacco's getting paid?
You gotta stop thinking about your wallet, pimp. All right. When I say only 10 million, you gotta stop thinking about your wallet, dog. All right.
But you say it like you can just pull it out real quick.
Hey, baby, that's because you gotta think up here, dog. All right.
Yeah.
You gotta think up here. That's it.
Only.
No, bro. That's not rich people don't get rich or stay rich spending money, bro. They're shiesty.
Pooh shiesty.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of these players, they don't They don't keep their money.
Mm-mm.
Look at Vince Young. That dude went bankrupt before he even left the league.
Yeah. Well, and I was gonna say too, per sources, I saw that the Bengals didn't even talk to the Giants to get Wilson.
Mm.
Didn't even
That's what I'm saying.
attempt.
Oh
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Like, you don't even get looked at, bro. They don't even consider you. You're not even on my radar, son.
Yeah, that's insane. And then
What
per,
what has he done though, bro? Like, would you go after him?
No, I'm not saying I would go after him myself personally, but I'm just sitting there saying, like, you have two unreal weapons. You got T. Higgins, you got Jamar Chase, and all you need is to throw a moonball up and just let those boys go out and get it. And who's most famous for throwing the moonball up? Russell Wilson, right? Russell
But
Wilson
it's not
doesn't like
working this
to.
year. His moonball's
Russell
getting
Wilson,
intercepted.
he doesn't want to come out of the pocket, right? Well, neither does Joe Burrow. That's why he gets sacked so much. He's a pocket passer. So their things kind of align to one another. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting here saying, man, like,
well now and it's per sources it has here trade rumors continue to swirl involving Russell Wilson. So if that does happen, where do y'all think he goes?
well, I got another opinion about that, but we'll get that
The
into that here in a
Raiders.
minute because that also made your boy Shador Sanders the QB2, dog.
Yeah.
QB2. My
Yeah.
dog started barking because I said it like that. Two. Dog like, "Row, row, 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 row."
He got all hyped. He's like,
Who's that talking shit? They said, who's talking about the dog pound, dog? We heard about the Browns coming into town. Who's talking about the dog pound? But yeah, dude.
So let's be honest. Are you really excited for Shadur if he does get a chance to play?
If he gets a chance to play, I'm super excited for him.
Yeah, I am.
Because I honestly, I truly feel like, dude, I feel like he's been dealt a bad hand. Honestly. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it wasn't entirely his, like, he played a role into this whole situation too. So I'm not kind of like, letting him off the hook here. He absolutely played a role in all that, but I will be excited if he starts because again, I feel like they've kind of dealt him a bad hand in the NFL so far.
Yeah. I mean,
How do you
like giving
go
him a
from
chance.
Yeah, how do you go from being a first round draft pick to a fifth round pick? And how do you go from an expected starter to a QB3?
Three, yeah.
And bro, like, who in the hell gets more attention
His mouth.
as a QB3 than Shador Sanders? Name
Yeah,
me
that's
name
true.
me one other
It's just his last name,
QB3
bro.
on a single team outside of Quinn Ewers. Name me another QB3. Quinn Ewers and Jameis Winston outside of those two.
Jameis Winston.
Outside of those two. You can't.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name another one. You'll be like, outside of that one too.
No, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Because it wasn't a literal fucking question, asshole.
Yeah.
It was a rhetorical question. What I'm trying to sit here and tell you is that how many of these QB3s get this much media attention where everything's like, hey, what do you think? Hey, Kevin Stefanski farted. How did it smell? Like, dude, like, bro, what? Get
Yeah.
off of his back already, dude. Like they're trying to like interview him for anything and everything like he's QB1, and it's like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
Homeboy's
Well,
been
the same reason
dealt
why
a
he has
bad
that much
hand.
popularity is the same reason why he has that much popularity is the same reason why he's been dealt the bad hand. It's his dad.
And do you think that
His dad don't shut the fuck up, bro? Like, did you don't see all the videos where the Ravens wanted to draft him higher up, but they were gonna put him behind Lamar, and then Deion was like, "No, fuck that. We're not gonna be behind any quarterback like that."
Well, they didn't
So
say
then
it like
that's why
that,
all the
bro.
teams passed up on him because they're like,
They didn't say it like that, bro. Chill
bro,
out. See, you're part of the problem there because you're twisting words. You're twisting words.
How are they gonna say it? How did they say it? How did they say it?
They gave Lamar his respects and they said, man, We appreciate the offer, but knowing that Lamar is in his prime and that it won't be anytime soon that we'll be able to get our chance to start, we're going to respectfully decline, which makes sense. You're trying to be a
Yeah.
starter in the league. But again, that's why I say I'm not entirely dismissing him saying that all of this wasn't his fault too, because again, the loudmouth talking, all that, the confidence, the cockiness, whatever, a lot of that played a role. Yes. But again, they really did kind of deal him a bad hand here. The way that they've haven't given him any reps. They wanted him to go out and play with the starters, but gave him no first team reps in the preseason. He does really good, but then he does a lot better than what Dylan Gabriel does, but they give the job to Dylan Gabriel. You look at all the practice material, all the practice video footage that they sent out. By all accounts, he looks like the better option here, and yet you list him as the QB3. Again, it's just he's really been dealt a bad hand, and it kind of sucks to see it, but we'll see how it goes. I
Nah.
think at some point he starts the
But is he
season.
a QB2?
Yeah,
is
he
a
does.
true QB2?
We don't know if he should be a QB2.
I don't know.
We don't know
Some
because
shows
we
me-
haven't seen him as a starter.
And the internet shows me that he was a mediocre college quarterback that went 13-12 and couldn't hit wide open receivers. So
He got his jersey retired though.
it's still there's a
He's coming in and out of that. He's coming
Close,
in and
bro.
out of that. Well,
So they play the Steelers next. So I think Gabriel obviously plays this game. They lose, and then I think after this loss, he'll start against the Dolphins.
So I think if he does like 2 or 3, jump in.
oh yeah,
That's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
take. It's a great
that was a
take,
great take. That was a beautiful take.
dude.
We couldn't hear you, bro. We couldn't hear you. Well, that leads me on to our next point here, man, because we keep bringing up the Raiders in a few of these conversations here, man. So, yeah, just when we thought that the Raiders finally said enough is enough, we're done being the comedy show in Vegas, they go and remind us exactly who they are. They bring in the future Hall of Famer, Pete Carroll, old man energy, chewing gum like it owes him money. And they hand him the keys to the Death Star, baby. And Pete said, I've seen this movie before. I'll just bring in Geno Smith, my guy from Seattle. But the only problem was it wasn't the Seattle Geno that came. It was Geno from the Jets.
Yeah.
The Geno who threw more passes to the other team than his own. The Geno who made defensive coordinators look like geniuses. My man's out here throwing picks like he's Oprah.
You get a pick.
You get an interception. Everybody gets an interception.
Pick
Bro,
6 for you.
He's got 9 picks in 5 games. That's not a stat, bro. That's a cry for help. He looked like Jameis Winston, or he looked at Jameis Winston's 30 for 30 season and said, hold my beer. I'm shooting for Netflix, dog. Pete was over here betting the over at Caesars, thinking that he'd get an offensive Legion of Boom and instead got a Legion of Doom. Illusion of Doom. Sorry. So how do you even grade them at this point? Do they rebuild? Do they rebrand? Or do they just stay as Vegas's #1 comedy act? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think?
We got to show Geno some grace. He has a disability. He's blind.
Yeah. He's got that Sam Darnold from the Jets effect, bro.
He's seeing ghosts.
He's seeing ghosts, dude.
Dude. I mean, honestly, at this point, they should just rebuild. I think they should just rebuild. You know, get some weapons in there because I mean, obviously with they have Jancy, but I mean, he's had what one great game and one mediocre
Well,
game, and the rest were
you got Genty, you got
Yeah.
Brock Bowers, you got
Myers
Jacoby
and
Myers,
yeah,
right? So like, I mean, you can't sit there and say that they don't have some offensive firepower. They have some offensive firepower.
yeah. Well, and I think we talked about this too with the whole rumor of trading Russell Wilson. You think Pete Carroll goes for him?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's what I say. He
Right?
goes to the Raiders.
So Lupe had a pretty good little point there, right? It's like, well, what if the Raiders are trying to? But I mean, then again, they just traded for right before the season started for what was his name? Pickens, the Browns, or Kenny Pickett. Sorry, Kenny Pickett.
Pickett, yeah.
Oh,
Kind of interesting that they haven't started them, but I get it. You paid Gino a lot of money to go to the Raiders. You extended
Yeah.
him. You extended him all the way to the 2027 season. So it's like, and that's the version that you got, brother. I want my refund.
yeah. Imagine,
I want my
Dude,
refund, dog.
imagine they had a 90-day
dude.
trial.
I'm pretty sure that like when you go to Vegas right now on the weekends, have y'all ever been to Vegas before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like you know how they have the little trolleys there on the side and it
Yeah.
has like the comedy shows and the comedy acts.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Raiders are listed on there. You know, you got Circus Soleil and all that, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure a Raiders game is listed up there.
They gotta go. The Raiders are the only stadium with the jail in the stadium. They gotta go to arrest Gino.
Dude,
Well,
it's been a terrible fit, bro. And you're for damn sure not gonna sit there and blame Pete.
well, do you think their next game is going to be pretty good? I mean, because obviously the Titans coming fresh off their win.
You could
I
blame
mean,
Pete, bro.
I'm not.
You talking about the coach that threw it with Marshawn Lynch at the one?
Bro, we all know that was Russ, dog. We all know that was Russ. Russ got greedy. He was trying to fucking claim the game for himself to make it to he was trying to get Super Bowl MVP because you know damn well they would have given it to Beast Mode. And instead he fucked up through that pick, and all Marshawn Lynch could do is just sit there and go, ah! You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
That's
It's
funny. That'll never not be a joke.
What's that?
but
That'll always be a joke. Like, just the biggest
always
what
and
the
forever.
fuck.
yeah, that's always going to be a Super Bowl like worst play of all time.
Hey, but that would be some shit though if they end up trading for Russell Wilson. That'd be crazy as shit. And
That
then
would be crazy.
if Russell Wilson ends up, you know, aging 10 years younger in the mix and turns into Seattle Russ, like holy shit. Because
I mean,
clearly the way that Pete Carroll had him running the system in Seattle was working, because once he left Seattle, Russ has not looked at all the same at all.
yeah.
And that was a big thing coming out of Seattle was they're like, hey, so is he a system quarterback? Was it really Pete Carroll that was driving this offense, or was it Russell Wilson? Oh, you know, only time's going to tell with how they're going to go off and do things in Denver. And clearly nothing happened in Denver. He got the doors blown off of him in Denver. You know,
Bronco country. Let's ride.
let's ride.
That's right. Mr.
Let's ride.
Unlimited.
Yeah, no.
You
Hey,
Let's
but
ride.
anyway. So let's it was the end of week 5, man. So we wanted to get everybody's take on the top 5 NFL teams. And so let me go ahead and you know, do the honors of showing the world my top 5 teams through week 5. and then y'all can let us let everybody else know what y'all's top five was as well, and see what y'all
Let's
think
do it.
about this here.
Let's
So
do it.
number five, I got the San Francisco 49ers, bro. I know they're on their backup QB, but boy, do they look great. And Kyle Shanahan, man, his offensive system just shows that it can fit with any freaking quarterback. If you are a backup quarterback in the league, you should want to be traded to the fucking 49ers because chances are Brock Purdy's going to get hurt. Chances are you're going to have an opportunity to shine. And chances are you're going to have an opportunity to resurrect your career. You know what I mean? So again, I got the 49ers. They took down the Rams this past week. So it's like, man, you got to put them in the top five. They're soaring. I believe they're 4-1 on the year so far. Number four, I got the Colts. We all know how the Colts are doing. Colts are looking great. Danny Dimes, potential MVP candidate. Everyone's talking about it. Number three, I got the Bills. I know they just lost, but that nah, I'm not buying that loss. You know what I mean? I feel like that was just kind of like they let one slide. I feel like they kind of underestimated the Patriots a little bit, but so I'm gonna keep them in at number three. Number two, I got the Bucks, bro, because Baker looking live, son. Baker's looking live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then of course, number one, I
Thanks
got
that dog.
Detroit, bro. Detroit's they're powerful, man. They are so powerful. They can hit you from everywhere. Sonic and Knuckles. You got Tesla. You got uh Amon Ross St. Brown. You got Jameson Williams. You got Sam Laporta. Like everywhere you look, there's freaking weapons, dude. And then defensively, they're a force to reckon with, bro. And right now they've been able to stay healthy. I think they had one guy go out. I think they're one of their
The
cornerbacks just
corner
went out. They're gonna lose him for the
Arnold.
season. But if they can stay healthy like they have been so far, bro, again, I have my Super Bowl picks, my early Super Bowl picks. It was going to be Bills versus the Lions. I made that pick preseason, and I'm still standing by that,
Yep.
bro. I ain't changing. I ain't changing.
Yep.
Bills and the
Yep.
Lions Super Bowl. I'm telling you, son.
So
But what y'all
I'll
think?
tell
What
you
y'all
what.
got?
I
What y'all got?
I agree with 1, 2, and 3. I like 1, 2, and 3. I agree with you. Lions are hot. Baker Mayfield is on fire. And this Sunday was, I think, kind of a fluke game. They look kind of off. Um, but Josh Allen's known for having some off games during the season. That's why they never, have that perfect record. They lose about 4 games this year, and that's all right. It's all right. Throw some away, get some rest. I ain't mad at it. Let's keep them at
Yep.
number 3. But my argument is for 4 and 5. All I would do is flip them. I would put the San Francisco 49ers at number 4, and I'll put the Colts at number 5. Now, there's a couple reasons, though. It's because I think the 49ers have had a tougher schedule, for one.
Okay.
And then to be able to do it with all their missing players, like just on
True.
offense alone, of course, Purdy's out. Brandon I don't
Ayuk.
know how to say his last name. Ayuk.
Ayuk.
George Kittle's out. Purcell's out. Taylor's out. O-line, they have
Pearsall.
Spencer Buford. Buford
Pearsall.
out. Pearsall. Pearsall. Pearsall.
Montagnier.
Montagne.
Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean.
DeJean.
Dijon.
Bro,
Dijon.
I don't care, bro. This fucking Shaq Hennessy, A.A. Ron type shit.
No, hey, all joking aside, you actually make some really good valid points there. So yeah, I mean,
And then
I
the
could
Colts have had such a pretty light season as far as the record, so I'll keep
Yeah.
them in the far end of the top 5 until they
Hey,
play
but I like
the
that.
only solid team was the Rams, and they lost.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Cisco, what you got? What you got for your top five, son?
So I do have the Lions at 1, the Bucks at 2. Those are for obvious reasons. Like you said, Lions a powerhouse. Baker Mayfield's that dog.
Mm-hmm.
3, I gotta have my Eagles in there. Because even though we're not firing on all cylinders, we're still winning games. Although we did lose last week, but we're still 4-1, and we're not firing on all cylinders, and we're still
Okay.
winning those games. Just imagine if we're firing on all cylinders. You know what I mean? So I have us at 3. Now I'm gonna have the Bills at 4. And I know you said that you picked the Bills to go to the Super Bowl. I don't think they have the firepower to manage to go to the Super Bowl. Even if they do go to the Super Bowl, they're not going to win the Super Bowl because all they have is really Josh Allen. We talk about it all the time.
Coleman.
He likes to put the strap on, right? And I don't think
Man,
that that'll.
so Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakur, Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid, James Cook. I mean, come
Yeah,
on, man.
they
Who are they?
those are names, but they don't produce like that.
What? James Cook is
Isn't
like
Coleman
third.
like top 5 in
James Cook
receiving
is like
yards?
third rushing,
Bring up
third in
and bring
rushing
up
yards.
some stats right here. Let me pull it up real quick.
You do that, sir.
So
James Cook.
on
James
fantasy
Cook is second in rushing right now, just so you know.
yards or what?
Yeah, he's got 450 yards rushing. Jonathan Taylor's number one at 480.
So I'm looking at fantasy real quick. So fantasy here, they have him ranked 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And let me go back. Sometimes I don't know how to work this thing. Go back to. It doesn't let me go back to last season. Yeah, it don't let me go back to last season.
It should. Where do you
But
want?
NFL fantasy. Stats. Oh, here we go. Yeah,
So,
he had was it 1, 2, 3, 4 games with over 100 rushing yards,
bro, James Cook is that
and
guy.
he's not that guy.
And the reason why you
He's
don't
not that
really
guy,
hear
pal.
much,
Trust me.
the reason why you feel like there's not a whole lot of offensive firepower from the receivers part is because they have so many weapons and because you have a dynamic player like Josh Allen, he distributes the football to everybody. That's what you got to understand. So
Well,
you look at
and
Josh Allen, he's ranked ninth in passing yards. He's got 1,217 yards on the season. His leading receiver is at 287. So just think about that, which is his
well,
tight end.
and let's be realistic too about Josh Allen. When it comes time for playoffs, he's not that consistent.
What? Are you
What?
serious, bro?
He's not.
You're kidding me, right?
He's not.
You're kidding.
He's not consistent. He's not.
In what way? Please. Oh, all right. Now I'm genuinely curious.
Now we're getting both
He
ends of the table for real.
Now I'm genuinely curious, bro.
he's not consistent in the playoffs.
In what way?
He panics. Like
In
you see him in the pocket too when he's jittering all around, he doesn't know what to do, and he scrambles and he can't do anything. And
wow, bro.
and
What
let's see
games are
his
you watching, bro? I'm gonna totally
the
get this
only
on a clip too. I'm
the
totally
only good
posting
game
this on TikTok,
the only
dude.
good
And I'm gonna
game
let the world bash you on just how crazy this
no
take is.
he is a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong, he's a great quarterback, but he's not
Yes.
consistent. The only great game in the playoffs was the one with the Chiefs when they went to overtime. And that's probably the one you're referring to where he couldn't close it.
No, bro. If you look at every single one of his games, dude, he's lights out. He's lights out in the postseason. He is
And
lights
what?
out in the
Doing
bro.
what? Doing what? Doing what?
Bro, he's got in passing yards and touchdowns. His turnover ratio is lower. His quarterback rating is higher. Like, dude, 2024 season, 636 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, a 109 QBR rating, yards per attempt 7.8, 71% completion percentage. That was in 2024. In 2023, let's find him here. Josh Allen, 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 101 quarterback rating, 68% passing completion percentage. 2022, let's find him again. 616 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions right there. So I'll give you that one right there. Completion percentage at 60%. But again, bro, you cannot, I mean, dude, the 2 times that he lost against
I got
Mahomes,
that summed up for you.
the 2 times that he lost against Mahomes, bro, you can't sit there and say that he's the one that lost it. He gave them the lead with 13 seconds left to go. He walked off the field with the lead. The defense couldn't hold it down. It was the same thing when Kansas City played them in Buffalo 2 years ago. It was the same exact thing.
Defense wins championships.
He walked off the field with the lead. The defense gave it up.
I just need you guys to watch him though, and when it comes time in those situations, there's multiple there's a lot of times where I see him where he just panics. A lot of times, and it could be in the third quarter, second quarter, where it's actually a crucial part of the game.
Man, dude,
where he makes
like
where he makes a dumb decision.
Dude. Go
No,
ahead, Luke. You said you had some stats.
Well, I was just gonna sum up his postseason. So his 302 for 460, so 65.7%, 3,359 yards, 25 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, with a passer rating of 215. What's that? Sounds kind of high. Is that right?
No, that's not right.
That can't be right. That's no way.
All those numbers are false. Dan.
Nonetheless. Numbers
Bro,
are just numbers, I guess.
But
he elevates in the playoffs.
But I'm also curious. But I'm also kind of curious because I know y'all say interceptions. I just want to know how many fumbles he has too.
I mean, I don't know how many fumbles he has, but I don't think he has. Again, Josh Allen elevates in the playoffs.
I don't think so.
It's his defense that doesn't elevate.
I'm telling you, I don't think so.
Of course, he has games like. Don't even get me started with last season, with that whole mismarking of the football, bro. Dude.
Well, and then because I mean, there are games like, of course, like the Ravens where they went on and beat Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Like there are games he's just not consistent throughout the whole run. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, brother. To each his own, man.
He's lost Everyone 3 fumbles in all his postseason games.
Boom. So he's got what, a total of 7 turnovers in a span of 5 years, 6 years.
I just want to know
that he's been in the league.
I just want to know how many Jalen Hurts has in his postseason career.
I mean, that's your team, brother. You should already have those stats pulled up, baby.
You know? I mean, you got to throw the ball to have a turnover.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, why don't you pull up those stats, Luke? And we'll see.
Nah, bro. Well, anyway, okay. All right, we got off topic here because you obviously had an interesting take on Josh Allen, but continue on with your top 5 because we never even finished your top 5.
Oh wow!
That was your top 3.
Yeah, who's number 5?
If I'm not mistaken, or that was your 4th one.
No, 4.
No, that was 4.
Yeah,
5. 5. I got the Rams.
Oh my God, bro! How? They just lost to the 49ers.
Okay.
With a backup quarterback and half their offense on the IR.
That was McVay's fault.
Oh my God, bro!
That was a good game, though. That was a great game.
That was McVay's fault.
Great game.
I think they have all around. Go ahead.
Well, I know what you're going to say. All around, they have a great team. I completely agree with you. But it means absolutely nothing if you can't generate a win. Right? Collectively, all 3 of us. No, the Rams are not 4-1.
3-2.
They're 3-2 or whatever.
3-2. Yeah.
Yeah. But collectively, all three of us can sit here right now. Is Matthew Stafford not a great quarterback? Even when he was with Detroit, was he a great quarterback?
He's an amazing quarterback.
Oh, dude, elite.
Underrated.
Still is elite.
Okay, but no one saw him that way in Detroit when he was losing games. No one started seeing him that way until he went to the Rams and started winning some games and won the Super Bowl. Now we consider him to be an elite quarterback.
I thought he was elite back then.
But what I'm saying is no one saw him that way.
That dude.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna sit here and say that, that you put them at number 5 because all around they're a great team, but none of it's gonna matter if they don't win games. No one, everyone can sit there and see him as a great quarterback, but if you don't win games, you don't deserve to be in the top 5.
So what was that?
I think the games they've lost. Let's see, the games they've lost. They lost to the Eagles, which we know how that went, the blocked field goal. If they make that field goal, they win that game. If the field goal don't get blocked. Then who else they lose to? Oh, then the 49ers. OT game. So I mean, it could very easily be a 4-1 team, even a 5-0 team.
So those are those losses, but who did they win? Who did they beat? I know they beat the Texans week 1.
The Texans, they beat the Titans, and they beat the Colts.
Bro, so you're gonna give them a top 5 seed because they beat the fucking Titans?
They also beat the Colts. And close game with the Eagles and close game with the 49ers. And then they have a dub again next week against the Ravens. And then they'll be playing the Jags. And then, of course, you got your 49ers, Seahawks, and Bucks.
I don't like the Rams being in the top 5. I'm not sitting here saying that they're not a great team, but I just don't think they deserve to be in the top 5.
I think 100. Well, and in my defense too, I in my honorable mention I have the Jags and Colts.
But the Jags I can understand.
See, but it's kind of hard.
And the Colts for sure. I mean, the Colts, in my opinion, man, the surprise team of the year. Danny Dimes for sure is going to win comeback player of the year if he continues on this pace.
Well, because
I
was trying to write them down too.
Be MVP.
Jonathan Taylor's leading rusher. Like, come on, man.
Well, and
no one.
I know you're talking about like the Rams. I know you're talking about the Rams on like who did they beat, right? The Colts, because you have them at 4. They beat the Dolphins, which we know how that is. They lost to the Broncos by 1 point.
That's what I was gonna say. You can make the argument.
And then the Colts beat the Titans. They lost to the Rams, and then they just beat the Raiders, which we know Geno Smith's blind. So I don't think it's unrealistic to have them at 5 if the Colts are in the same bracket as far as who they beat.
What about the Jags though? Your honorable mention was the Jags, so you could throw the Jags in there instead. Jags have a better record.
Yeah, and let's see the teams that they played. They beat the Panthers, lost to the Bengals. They beat the Texans, and they just beat the 49ers and Chiefs. 49ers. So on your list, you should probably have the Jags instead of the Colts.
Hey, that was my list, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's what I'm saying, but you're trying to dog on me on my. You're trying to dog on me for my Rams. When your Colts is ahead. When your Colts is ahead at 4, but yet they had a easier schedule than the Jags.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I don't say easier schedule, but as far as the people that they've beaten and lost to.
I'm just saying they're looking good. No one expected them to come out like this. They got their real test coming up. We'll see. I mean, but hey, things can change. Things can change. I'm not saying that this is the end all be all, right? So the list can change at any given moment, bro. But just through week 5, that's the
best thing about the power rankings. The power rankings go week to week.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And which
hey, so
yeah.
let me ask you this: who do you guys got as MVP right now? I know it's early, but who y'all got right now as MVP? Cisco don't want to say it. He don't want to say it because it's his arch
What,
rival, dog.
Josh Allen or what?
No, it's his arch rival, dog.
Dak Prescott?
Jared Goff.
Dak Prescott. He's looking good. Danny Dimes looking good.
I mean, it's
Ba-
it's 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 always
Baker's looking
usually a
good.
quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a
I mean,
quarterback.
it's
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, if I have to
Nah,
choose right now, I'm gonna
I wish
say
it'd be
Baker.
somebody. I wish it would be a non-quarterback, bro.
Well, see,
Yeah.
like the year that Cooper Cup was
Baker,
it
bro. Yes.
the year that Cooper Cup won the Triple Crown, he should have won it then. Saquon should have won it last year. Realistically, if you think
J.J.
about it,
Watt.
JJ Watt had an MVP like season when he was in
J.J.
his
Watt should have
heyday.
won it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they need to
22 and
open
a
it
half
up a
sack
little bit
season.
more, because
5
there's
touchdowns.
only been a handful of occasions where it's gone to a non-quarterback.
Who was the last one? AP?
I think so, yeah.
What, like 2011 or something?
And what,
Yeah.
2000, 2011 or something like
Uh-huh.
Last
that?
Yep.
Fresh off
non
of ACL tear?
Adrian Peterson in 2012.
2012. We were close.
Fresh off the ACL tear. Put the
Yeah,
fucking number 2 most
2,097
rushing
yards.
yards. Was it like 2156?
Yeah, 2097.
Crazy, bro.
Those were his all-purpose yards.
I
Yeah.
love the way he runs, bro.
His AP yards.
Yeah. Well, dude, even when
Yeah.
he was in college, bro, like he just, I mean, he was crazy, bro. But
I think
y'all
I think
see
I was too young to watch him.
y'all see y'all's
Is he
boy
gonna-
Jerry Jones get fined $250,000 for flipping the bird at a Jets fan. Did y'all see the video?
Your boy.
That shit was funny. Yeah, just real quick too.
He's
Just
all
straight
flicking
down
at him
the
and
field.
Hard.
then points at him right afterwards. He's like, "Yeah, I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
dog."
Oh shit, that was like, was it? What would you say, like 250?
Yeah,
Only
250,000.
250. Only 250.
250,000.
I didn't even say
Pocket
only.
change.
I didn't even say only this time. Chill out. Chill out. Y'all boys
Only
wild.
250,000.
Hey, for Jerry, it's only
You
250,000.
gotta look at the context. Yeah,
That
no,
dude-
for sure. For
That
Jerry,
dude
that's
pulled
only-
it out of the couch.
Yeah. Nah, he's like, you want me to pay that right now
He's
or
gonna
what?
come out with the Randy Moss quote. Remember Randy Moss? Remember the
quote?
report that went up on Randy Moss? Like, how you gonna pay for your ticket? You're fine. Straight cash, homie.
Oh shit.
Hey, so interesting
nah.
topic. Let's see if y'all can come up with this on the fly, right? So Roger says you guys should pick position MVPs that would be interesting. Position MVP. So an MVP for quarterback, running
Who?
back, wide receiver. Roger, he's a fan. He's a fan of the program, dog. Put some respect on my boy Roger's name, okay?
Oh, okay. I was just asking. I didn't know you didn't say someone commented. Did you? I must have missed it.
Yeah, he said pick
Nice.
position MVPs that would
That's
be
not a bad
interesting.
idea.
Well, at QB, I got
That would just make for a long ass
Baker.
ceremony, though.
So at QB, I'd have to decide either between Baker, Dak. I think what Dak is doing is fucking unreal. And I told you at the beginning of the season that that offense was going to put up numbers. I didn't give a shit about the defense. We knew the defense was going to be ass. But I told you they're going to put up numbers, bro. But he does this every regular season, but that's besides the point. But
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd have to go probably Dak at QB. I have to go Jonathan Taylor at running back.
Jonathan
And
Taylor
at
running
wide
back.
receiver, I'd have to go Puka Nakua.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hakuma Matata.
Yeah,
Yo,
he
Oos.
he
Oos.
fell off pace of 2,000, but only by a yard. But I mean, still, yeah,
Hey, did y'all see
he's
that?
consistent.
Did y'all see that? The all-time leading receivers or whatever for the season was Megatron, Cooper Cup, and now it's
Calvin
projected to
Johnson
be Puka Nakua. And all three of them have Matthew Stafford throwing them the football.
with all Matthew Stafford.
Isn't
See,
that
it tells
nuts?
you that boy. Shit, that's
Right
crazy.
now, number one.
Crazy, bro.
No, but you definitely have those right. I got Baker, Jonathan Taylor, Nakua. Are we doing defense too, or what? Or doing
We
tight
can
end
do
and all that,
defense.
or tight end?
Mm, who would you pick for tight end?
Oh, that's
Probably vote.
I'm gonna go with my fantasy pick, Kyle Pitts. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Bro, that dude has been such a letdown since he's came into the league. I picked him his rookie season and
Yeah,
I was completely let down.
yeah. No,
I would have to go with Jake Ferguson, man, in
Jake
Dallas.
Ferguson. Yeah, I was about to say Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson. Yeah, he's killing it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, obviously with Dak going on the ball. Um,
He's just reminding me, bro, of another Jason Witten, dude.
you think so?
Yeah, dude. Like he's just always open, bro. Always open. Now he's obviously faster than Jason Witten, right? But the dude can pass block. He can route run. He can get open. He's good for yards after the catch. I mean, what more could you ask for out of a fucking tight end? You know, like that's literally their
Yeah,
job, and he's just doing
yeah,
it at a very high level right now, man. So
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think
I'm gone.
obviously Jason Wynn was great at catching the football, but that's about it. He couldn't run afterwards for you.
yeah, no, he couldn't run afterwards, but
But I think Jake Ferguson he's pretty good at catching the ball, and then he tries to get you the yards afterwards.
yeah.
And then kicker, I'm gonna go ahead and get my boy Brandon Aubrey. I got him on my fantasy.
And that nuts, bro. We've gotten three players now from the Dallas Cowboys right now, by
Yeah,
position as MVPs.
yeah,
Because
that's
I
crazy.
would
Just not their
agree. I would
defense.
agree with Aubrey. That dude is unreal, bro.
Yeah,
Unreal.
dude. I mean, from him coming into the league to now, like his like everyone knows who he is, you know.
Yeah.
Like no one really knows kickers, but everyone knows Brandon Aubrey. You better not let them kick the ball
Uh huh.
because it's like automatic. Even though he did miss an extra point last game, but that's besides the point.
That boy Loop's pissed, bro. He's pissed.
Bro, I just left them a
And then
thumbs down and some feedback.
Hell yeah. You should, dude. You should, man.
Tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Hey, but we fought through it,
Every
man.
fucking video at 31:48, it kicks me off.
You vent your frustrations, bro. You can have the floor.
For
it's all
what? For
yours.
me to get
It's
backed
all yours.
out? So y'all can just keep staring at the screen and then wondering what I'm trying to say?
Now, I guess for y'all's MVP, who y'all got for defense?
Oh, defense would have to be Lloyd from Jacksonville, bro, leading the league in interceptions. I think he's had
Oh, well, I think I was talking about like a collective defense, I guess.
Texans.
collective defense.
Yeah.
Whew. And
I'm
that's
holding
tough,
my boys
man.
down.
I
Texans.
would have to say Texans have probably the best defense, but man, honestly, Detroit's right there because outside of the Green Bay Packers, bro, which we all thought it was because of the Green Bay Packers, which we now know that that's not the case because they're not as powerful as we thought they were.
Yeah.
Clearly, Detroit just
Yeah.
had an off game that week. You know what I mean? They just weren't prepared because it's been lights out
Yeah.
since.
Yeah. What's
But
the average
Jackson,
score against the Texans? Like 10 and a half points.
yeah, Texans, they've all been low scoring games.
You got Petrie out there balling out.
Well, bro, they just have dogs on that fucking team, bro. Petrie and Alshire and Will Anderson and who's the other edge rusher that they have that he's big time too?
Yeah, was it Cunningham? You have Danielle Hunter. You have
Derek
fucking
Stingley.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Squad.
they just got dogs on that defense, bro. It's crazy.
With D'Amico running that shit.
Yeah. Bro straight up said, CJ, get the hell out of here. This is not what I need.
Yeah, right.
And then proceeds to throw a 40 burger on the Ravens and hold them to 10 points.
Bro, so my everyone's like, oh, it's because Lamar Jackson wasn't playing. But my argument to that is if Lamar Jackson was playing, that just means Lamar Jackson would have had to score 45 points.
Well, not really, not necessarily that, but even still, it's like you still have Derrick Henry and you're not rushing the ball. You're not rushing the football. But even when he did, they limited Henry. He was a non-factor in that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And last time I checked, Lamar Jackson doesn't block for Derrick Henry.
that's
You
very true.
should.
You see what I'm saying? So can't sit there and tell me that much, but whatever. That's my take on the situation. Either way, I mean,
Yep.
we can't sit here and say that Cooper Rush was gonna come in there and go lights out. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, if you're a
Well, I
Cowboy
mean,
fan,
but
he was
also,
coming in from behind Dak, you would.
I'm actually
Hey,
curious.
when we were doing fantasy, right? We were talking about fantasy with my family or whatever. Like, this is how far behind they are, dude. So like, everyone barely started looking at all clearly they weren't paying attention during the off season. And so coming up like a week before our draft, they're like, wait, Cooper Rush is on the Ravens? And I'm like, why are we even worried about that? He's not even a starter.
Yeah.
He never was a starter. Like, dude, you should be thinking about starting QBs, not backup QBs and where they
Yeah.
wound up. Like, and it's a 10-man league, so it's not like we have to worry about picking backups or anything, Like, come on, man.
Yeah, fucking Cowboy fans.
What? He's on the Ravens? Like, bro, chill out, dude.
I'm drafting Zeke.
Shit.
I think it listed him
Zeke.
on the Cowboys, bro. I think it listed him on the Cowboys. Like
That's
right before the
hilarious.
season started. But anyway, boys, y'all ready to call it a night, man?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting
I just need y'all to
late.
watch. Just need y'all to watch Josh Allen and his inconsistencies.
Oh my, bro, you're going to die on that island by yourself, bro. And I swear,
No,
man,
watch.
I'm gonna
Watch.
make that clip
Come
and I'm gonna post it on TikTok.
come back to me after the playoffs. Come back to me after the playoffs.
Hey,
like I said,
and
I'm
what
not saying
I'm
he's not a
hoping
great
for-
quarterback. He is a great quarterback.
Hey, and what I'm hoping for
October 8th,
is I'm hoping
11:32 p.m.
I'm hoping that there's some crazy ass video guru, video editing guru that's gonna come in. They're gonna duet what you just said, and then just proceed to just show all these highlights of Allen just going off in the postseason. Just boosh, boosh, boosh.
See, but then they could show all they want, but then he hasn't been to the Super Bowl yet either. So I mean, it don't matter to me.
I mean, yeah,
It's
you
all
can
fun
make
and
that
games at that
argument,
point.
but you can make that argument, but you sitting here saying that he's inconsistent in the playoffs when the dude proceeds to elevate his game in the playoffs, bro. And the stats back it up. That's the crazy part. Your eyes are deceiving you,
So
brother.
see,
I'm gonna call you
but
Sam
also
Darnold because you
stats
seeing
too.
ghosts, baby.
See, no stats are real distorted because if we go based off stats, Tony Romo was the best quarterback to ever live.
No, Matt
If
Schaub.
we go off stats, Matt Schaub, and that's it. If we go based off stats, that's what it is. But that's not how. That's not what we look at. And that's what I'm trying to say.
Bro, Josh Allen has
But
been a straight dog
I
in the
just need y'all to sit
playoffs.
on that and marinate on that, okay?
He's
That's
all
my boy. It's
happy
Bills
because
Mafia up in this bitch.
he's all happy because he fucking his team had won the Super Bowl last year and he's sitting on cloud nine when the
No,
Eagles are
and
fixing
you
to
know,
derail like they
no,
did
no,
2 years
no,
ago.
look, and you know how I came to this conclusion? I think I forgot what year it was. Every year, I had the Bills. Hey, the Bills are gonna win this year. The Bills are gonna win this year. The Bills are gonna
Oh,
win this
so
year.
that's
The Bills are
why.
gonna win
So
this year,
he must have been laying bets on the Bills to make the Super Bowl and he lost all that money. That's what it was.
dude. Dude,
That's why
every
he's
year I'm like,
salty
oh, the Bills
against
are going.
Josh Allen.
No, I don't bet. I don't bet.
I see what it is,
But
bro.
no, every year I've had them winning, and they've always came up short all the time. And I watched the game. I'm like, dude, what is this? What is this guy? He's
Yeah, but
inconsistent. Like I get, he's
when you
good
go
and all. But
back and
just
watch the tapes of the games that he lost, you can't sit there and say it's because of Josh Allen.
I
You
could say it's
can't.
because of Josh Allen,
So again, let's just
dude.
let's just hold on, hold on, hold
Dude,
on,
you're like,
hold on,
oh, you're like my
hold on.
wife right now, dude. You're like, oh, but when did that happen? I don't remember. It happened.
Ah, well, that's all of our wives, bro. My wife says the same thing. Only difference is I hold receipts,
But see,
baby.
like I
All
got,
right, I hold
Hold
see,
receipts.
receipts.
I'm not. See, I'm not good at holding receipts, but I do know what happened though.
Okay, but so let's rewind the clock. Let's go back to that game where they lost it in 13 seconds. Okay. Was Josh Allen playing defense? I'm just
Oh, I
curious.
gotta rewatch the game. I gotta rewatch the game because you can't let a game come down to that point.
Chat,
You can't let a game come down to that point.
tell me y'all don't hear this man right now, chat. Come on now.
We can't let a game come down to that point though. That's the whole thing either. Because like I said, it could also be like in the third quarter where something happened where it's like, dude,
Bro, they literally went like back to back to back drives. Both teams were just going off. Touchdown for touchdown for touchdown for touchdown for touchdown. Again,
you're talking about that game when
three.
they went to OT
No, it was the
when they
13
changed the
second.
rules.
Was it the 13-second game that they went to OT?
I don't remember, but
I think it was.
I
Maybe
know
it was.
after
Maybe
that
it was that game. Maybe it was that 13-second game that they went to OT. He doesn't even possess the ball.
because then after that game, that's when they changed the rules for the overtime in the postseason.
Right, right. Because obviously, knowing damn well that Josh Allen most likely would have marched down that fucking field and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, and that I give him because I mean that I give him because that was definitely a shootout, which we never got to see the chance if Josh Allen could have actually pulled it through. That for sure I give 100%.
Yeah, but
But
that's
ever
what I'm
since,
saying.
I'm saying, but the only time that's the only
And then
time.
okay, and so then 2 years ago, 2 years ago when they got bounced out by Kansas City again in Buffalo, right? If Diggs doesn't drop that pass, I mean, literally hit fucking Diggs right in the chest. If Diggs doesn't drop that pass, they win the game. And how more perfect do you want him to throw the football?
Well, no, he stuttered right before he threw it.
He didn't stutter. He threw the football and hit Diggs right in the chest. Where do you want that football to be?
AJ Brown stuttered last game.
You want it to be
Through
10
his
feet
hands, not his
past?
chest. His
You
hands. His
you want it to be
hands.
like Dak Prescott overthrowing the football in the postseason when he got bounced out? Or do you want it to be like Jimmy Garoppolo in the Super Bowl when he overthrows his receiver? I forget who it was when he overthrows his receiver, Debo Samuel, overthrows him by 10 feet to win the game.
See,
No, he hits him right in the
see,
freaking
but
chest. You can't blame that
see,
on
but
Josh
you're also
Allen.
taking it. See, but you're also taking it like I'm saying he's a bad quarterback. I'm not. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. He is a good quarterback, and he does make good plays. He's just not consistent on making those good plays.
Loop, you got to get in here, dog.
I'm
That's all
listening,
I'm
bro.
saying. He's not consistent on making those good plays. He's not
I'm loving it.
I mean, last I checked, this
throughout the
fool
whole
throws
game.
the football. He doesn't catch the football
Or play
See,
defense.
that's the whole thing.
or
That's the whole
play
part. That's the whole
defense.
part that I'm saying, though. That's the whole part that I'm saying. Like he's not. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. That's not at all. I'm saying at all.
Yeah, but when you sit here and say that he's inconsistent in the playoffs, when he has been everything but inconsistent in the
Cause he
playoffs,
is like throughout the whole game. He is the whole game. He is.
brother, I'm telling you, we're going to sit here on a show and we're going to watch a pure tape of a game. And I want you to sit there and pan out play by play of where he's inconsistent.
We'll pick a random game too. Just a random game. It doesn't. It could be playoffs. It could be regular season.
You know
Any
Oh,
game.
what?
no, no,
Hey,
no. Oh,
Steven, you
no,
have
no,
your
no, no.
NFLPA.
Oh,
I do.
postseason.
I
We'll
have
we'll do
NFL Pro.
postseason.
It's got to be postseason because you said he's inconsistent in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
Got to
fine.
be
So you
Postseason.
postseason.
you just go to Josh Allen plays, and we'll go through all of them.
Yeah, in the postseason. We'll do that. We'll definitely do that. We'll probably
Postseason.
even do that on Friday if I ain't got nothing going on and y'all ain't got nothing
Emergency
going on.
emergency podcast.
Oh man. Hey, I love you
I
boys.
We're
This
gonna
is
just
do a
great.
round
I just
table.
know I'm not the only one who sees it.
Mm. All right. Well, we'll let America decide that one.
We'll see.
We'll let America decide that one. But boys, I love you guys, man. It's always fun chatting with y'all. Let's wrap this thing up because it's getting late. And man, this is the longest show we've ever done, man. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Crazy. But it was great, man. It was
Yep.
fun. It was good flow. Great conversation. Um, to everyone watching, we appreciate
I
y'all.
only backed out 3 times.
My boy Roger holding it down for us, giving us some more topics to talk about. Roger, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. AKA Cisco's dad.
That's right. That's
Thank you.
right.
Thank you.
Hey, but any likes, any shares,
Shit.
any subscribes that we can get from all this, man. We appreciate you guys and thank you. You guys have a good night. God bless. Peace.
See y'all.